Hey guys, welcome to the 10th and hopefully the last video on muscles. Today we're starting out by talking about muscle fiber types. And there are two basic muscle fiber types that we are going to deal with, okay? There's the chicken type and the duck type. I'm actually kind of serious here. If we looked at the pec major of a chicken pec major, chicken breast, in other words, is chicken's pectoralis major. And we also looked at a duck's pec major. We're going to see that they are two different types of meat. The chicken breast, as I am sure you know, is white meat, not woat meat, white meat. The duck breast is dark meat. These are actually the two basic different types of muscle fibers. There's dark muscle fibers and there's light muscle fibers. Sometimes called red and white. And there's some other names that we'll meet as well. And they do different things, okay? They have different colors, different tastes, and they do different things. And by the way, I'm sure you guys know the one that tastes better of these two is not this one. It is definitely this one, without a doubt. Okay, let's look at these a little bit. Let's keep going. There we go. Here it is under the microscope, okay? We've got the white muscle fiber. If we look at our left-hand picture here, white muscle fiber is right here. Look how light it is. The red or dark muscle fiber is over here. This is an electron microscope. That's why it's black and white. Under a normal light microscope, this is the white fiber, and this is the dark fiber. Okay, we got to figure out why we have these two, why they look different, and what they're better or worse at. Okay, so your red or your dark muscle fibers are also known as slow twitch. Your white muscle fibers are also known as fast twitch. Okay, the red ones, they are redder, they are darker because they have more of the two M's. They have more myoglobin and they have more mitochondria. This means that red muscle fibers are going to be better at doing aerobic metabolism, which is important when you are doing some sort of distance type activity. We're thinking about long distance running, long distance cycling, anything like that. You need red slow twitch guys to do that. Now, the white ones don't have the same degree of mitochondria or myoglobin, but they do have more enzymes necessary for contraction, and they generally have bigger, thicker myofibrils. So our red fibers are going to have bigger myofibrils. I'll move this out of the way. And they're also going to have more contractile enzymes. So your white fibers are going to be better at power movements, at generating force over a short amount of time. By the way, I just realized I misspelled myofibrils here. It's not myofibrils, it's myofibrils. All right, so red muscle fibers slow twitch, more mitochondria, more myoglobin, more blood vessels actually around them as well, which is another thing that affects their color in the gross anatomy view. And those muscle fibers are better at long-term events. White fibers, bigger myofibrils, more contractile enzymes, better at generating power. Think about sprinting, jumping, that sort of thing. Now, you, me, we have our own proportions of these fibers. Maybe you have more of the white ones. Maybe you have more of the red ones. Maybe you have a nice mix. Depends on who you are. Depends really on your mom and dad. If you can't run fast enough in a sprint, you can't jump high enough, blame your mom or your dad. Oh, mom and dad, really. Blame both of them. And it is because of this proportion of white and red muscle fibers that you may have. Okay, with that, let's talk about training. I think we only have 2 more slides to go. Yay! 2 more slides. I can do it. Okay, endurance training. Suppose that you decided to sign up for my extra credit project. My extra credit project is where you sign up for and you complete a race called the Badwater Ultra Marathon. It's 135 miles long, and you run from Death Valley, lowest point in the continental U.S., all the way up to the top of Mount Whitney, the highest point in the continent, in the contiguous U.S. rather. Yeah, so you run 135 miles. All right, extra credit project. As you train for this, as you run more and more and more, you will have changes in your muscle cells, changes in your muscles themselves. Your muscles will have an increase in capillary density, so you can do more gas exchange, more nutrient and waste exchange. You're going to have more myoglobin, so you can store more oxygen. You're going to have more glycogen, so you can store more glucose. Your muscle cells will be better able to break down fats for energy. You're going to have more mitochondria. You will literally make more mitochondria. You will store more ATP and more creatine phosphate. You will be able to tolerate greater levels of lactic acid, lactate, in your muscle cells. These are all things, ways in which your muscle cells adapt to endurance training. But I know you're not just going to do endurance training. You're also going to lift weights, strength training. So this young lady is holding a nice heavy barbell in a front rack position. Maybe she's going to do some front squats or some push presses. I don't know. But when you're lifting weights, when you're doing strength training, whether that's weights, moving your body, doing push-ups, chin-ups, that sort of thing, your muscles will adapt. Your muscle fibers will hypertrophy. That means they will grow. You will store more ATP, more creatine phosphate. You will have more enzymes for glycolysis, for that quick energy. You will have a greater number of myofibrils, which of course is where contraction takes place. And you will increase your muscular power. All right, guys, that does it. A&P 1 lectures are officially done. Good luck on exam 4. See you later.